we are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these clothes that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
We just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, to the Western press and the Western narrative. Regurgitating the same old, every single day without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. Hello there. I don't know what's wrong with this lighting, you know. Look at me. I don't know what it looks like. Like an alien. Maybe I am an alien, I don't know, with all this. Let's see if I can fix this lighting. Fucking ways. I just don't know what's wrong. I really don't. It's terrible, the lighting. Oh, that's this. I think I need something. I don't know what it needs, to be honest. Oh, blimey. Oh, my lovely Myra. Hi, everyone. I'm Frank. Hi, Myra. I can't get this lighting ready. Right. Hiya, Frank, says Norman. Hiya, Norman. He says, hiya, Myra. So, the first thing, you know, what I was watching, and that David Lammy, UK's foreign secretary, he's going to pledge, he pledged 3.5 billion every year to Ukraine. Why? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? Lots of shit at my back, you know. This is ridiculous, this bloody lighting. Myra, it's normal. I was calling him darling and everything, you know, once when he first came on the pods. And about 3 months later, he said, Frank, it's Norman. I'm using my wife's page. My darling. Call him the most famous copite in the world. It's the man himself, Franco. There's only one Carlyle, only one Carlyle. And the red bird's letting on to everybody, this lovely man. Press up my neck. Are you Norman now? I got that. Norman. Oh, that is weird, Frank. I was saying that to the wife earlier. Frank, he is complete volley with that lad. Oh, yeah. Horrible man. I'll tell. Frankie, baby. The copite letting on to everyone. Hello, Norman, that bed. Lovely Myers with us, made up. Hello, Frankie boy. Oops, yeah, I was waiting for the, the hello. Look, I can't get this right. Look at me. If I show something, say like my phone. Oh, it disappeared. No. It's mad. I don't know what's wrong. But anyway, David Lammy, 3.5 million every year, billion, 3.5 billion to a country that's nothing to do with us. Well, 5.2 million children are below the poverty line in this country. Can anyone explain to me? Well, to be honest, it's the Americans. They're saying to their Lammy in this stupid country, give them the money. Give them it. And what will they do if Trump turns around and says, that's it, I'm pulling out? What are they going to do? And Trump's actually come out and said, I'm going to lift the sanctions. What are they going to do then? What will they do? Lift the sanctions on Russia? What's the EU going to do then? They're panicking already because he's going to have a summit. I'm sorry. I've got to try and do this. I'm sorry. I've got to try and fix this stupid thing. Let's see. Oh, that's ways. It's not better. That's a bit better, isn't it? Oh, fuck's sake. I just can't get this right. I'm sorry, boys and girls. It's mad. It's mad. I don't know what's wrong with it. This lighting in here. But if I turn it off altogether, let's see. I'll be in the dark. Oh, still fucking see. I don't know what's wrong with the lighting. I really, and it's doing my head in. It's doing my head in. Tony LFC, even Frankie, even Tony, mate. The Red Bear, Dumpty Lammy. He's as thick as they come. He only got where he is because of his race card. Well, I think you're right, you know. I'm not being funny because he is. Wasn't he? Someone was telling me that he was actually on, Celebrity Mastermind. And he said, who came after Henry VII? And he said, Henry VI. And he's our foreign secretary. Remember when he called Trump for everything? And Starmer called Trump for everything because they didn't think that he'd become president. And it's backfired greatly on them. Backfired. And thoughts on the LA fire, people have conspired to get rid of the Diddy evidence. Three fires started different places at the same time. And they waited for this wind to pick up. But to be honest, like the Americans, they don't help their own. You take, was it 2004, 2005? Katrina hurricane, and W. Bush said, who's sitting there? He's clueless as well. He's like Biden. He's like Biden, clueless. This American president, W. Bush, just spewed lies all the time. And he said, I'll see them all right. He said, I'll see them all right. You know, the homeless still haven't been seen. And that was 20 years ago. Think about it. And what are these people going to do? I'm not bothered about James Woods, by the way. I'm not bothered about him because he came on. I watched something that was about him. I like James Woods as an actor. Won't watch another film of his again, though. And he was crying. He was saying, "Oh, my home's gone." Until someone tweeted, put on X, Karma, and a list of what he was saying about the Palestinians. And just a list, bing, 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 about 5 things he said. And then right underneath, hashtag, kill them all. Palestinians. I know he said Hamas and Hezbollah, but kill them all. Shocking. Tony LFC. Hello there, Bert. Hope all's well, mate. And even a pint for him. Richard Hawkins. Hey, Richard. Even a Frankie, evening, my favourite Liverpudlians. And a Man United fan. But anyway, Daryl says popcorn, yellow striped smile, popcorn. Do you know what? I'm not being funny, but I don't know what all that is, Do you know what they say, like, yellow face or and smiley? But I don't understand that. I'm so naive, to be honest. But Frankie, don't worry about a thing, because everything is going to be all right. Don't worry about it. A brilliant song, that. Brilliant. Don't you worry about that thing. And they're all letting on to our Richard here. And Norman say, they're all letting on. I'll just go. There you go, Richard. There you go, Norman. Frank's gonna heal the world. That's a promise. Frank's gonna heal the world. I wish I could, to be honest. Wish I could. Lammy was on LBC a while back. He was on a while back. Spoke nonsense. He always spoke nonsense. Bill Clopper statue. Good evening, Frank. I hope you're well. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Lammy on Mastermind. What a knobhead. And the Redbird says, LA, yeah, I agree. I go, all right, then I don't. Sorry about this. LA Fire started by arsonists, yeah. I was looking at something, and there was a fella named Rodriguez, and he got done for arson, right, the last lot. And they were going on, and then they said, you better get him in, and they don't know where he is. He should be in jail. Why isn't he in jail? I don't know where he is. You can't make these things up. And Bill says, I don't want to watch your cock tonight. I'm hesitating between North by Northwest and The Birds. 2 of them are great films, to be honest, Bill. 2 of them. Cary Grant, to me, is a coward. And I think I've said that before. Simply because when the Second World War broke out, he became a naturalized American. Naturalized American. And the unfortunate thing was, all the likes of David Niven, they were coming over. And he stayed. Then they kicked off, didn't they, on the 7th of December when the American The Japanese attack Pearl Harbor, and he didn't know what to do. He's a coward, him. But great actor. Bill says, yeah, I've seen the boat. They're very, very good. Hitchcock's brilliant. Great director. Hey, Kloppy. Richard says, build a clock north by northwest. That's what he prefers rather than the birds. Both of them, you know, you can't comment any better than that, really. Oh, Daryl says it's supposed to be a popcorn emoji for the state. Thank you. So this is popcorn, is it? Lee Brady. Hello, Frank. Hope all is good. Thank you, Lee. Yes. Except for the picture. Look, say, that's all right, that. No, that's all right. We'll put me on there. I just don't know what's wrong. Can I go? See? Maybe I should have something up there. I don't know. Put me. Or this thing here. I wonder. Copper says Frank controls the universe. That's why he's in his basement like that. Sarah, I'm like, Frank, I don't understand the popcorn talk. It sounds gibberish to me. Maybe I'm a tickle. There's your mate. It's terrible. I don't understand any of that, you know, thing, to be honest. The suspect who got arrested today, says Callum. They reckon that the Hollywood sign is on fire, says Norman. Does anybody bother? They do all the scripts. They do all the scripts for Europe over Ukraine. The Hollywood script writers are busy. Frank, says Richard Hawkins, Frank and I will never agree on football teams, but we do agree on the evil people controlling this world, and we have both lived through it. Did you hear what that Slovak president said? No, what was it? Yeah, Ukraine's going to take, grave consequences because Ukraine. It's not him. Anything that happens in Ukraine, it's America, because they stopped the pipe, haven't they? The gas pipe going through to Europe. And do you want to know why they've done that? Because America, with this liquid gas, is bringing it over to Europe. They want to just take all over the gas fields, not the gas fields, but pumping in the gas into Europe at a very expensive price. And Europe are not saying nothing. But it's made up with, I've mentioned this, I think last year, sometime months and months ago, about Giorgia Meloni and her party. You know, the ordinary Italians were going mad at her because she was going all in with the EU and everything else, and Ukraine, all giving us all this. And now she's turned. She's just turned. She's done a 360 turn. And she's called that Soros for everything. Soros. And she said, Elon Musk isn't the evil one, it's Soros. Think about that. Think about that. So made up with that. And the Redbird says, Tuesday TV on YouTube is a good up-to-date news channel. No lies, just facts and truth. Tuesday, I go on... I don't go on the Duran when together because of the personal things, but I watch Alex Christoforou And he does a cracking thing of the day, just walks around wherever he is. And he's giving you this, and he's very satirical as well. Very satirical. That's who I watch. A few others, like Judge Napolitano. He's brilliant, him, and he has great guests on. All top jolly guests he has on. From the likes of, I love this fella, Professor Sachs. He's brilliant. And Mearshmeyer, he's another cracker. These are all intellectuals. Then he has the likes of Scott Ritter on. But Scott's coming out, I've been listening to him for a couple of years, about 3 years since all this started. But it's the same rhetoric. It's the same rhetoric he's coming out. Nothing new. Nothing new, if you know what I mean. But he does speak the truth. I just still listen to him, you know what I mean? But Librezi say some people are just plain evil, don't care about what their actions can cause. Deaths, homes burned down, businesses burned down, wildlife suffering. All they get is a slapped wrist, and that's why they don't care, because what's a slap gonna do? That's a cracking comment, because that's what everything is all about. There's the likes of, me, I could be in jail for trying to speak the truth. Just speaking the truth. That's all. I come out. You say it as well. You speak the truth. You just look at everything the way it is. As I said in my opening statement about Lammy, who is he to give 3.5 billion every year to Ukraine? Who the fuck is Ukraine? Who are they? Who are these people? I know they're full of Nazis. I know they're full of Nazis and corrupt. They're the most corrupt nation on the planet. That's what I know about them. And Zelensky's bought an island off the Caribbean, somewhere in the Caribbean. I don't know whether you know about this. And he bought a villa, excuse me, for 14.5 million, whatever it was. And he's building a tunnel, a bunker. He's building a bunker that's costing more than the villa itself. So how much has he got out of this? He's bought homes everywhere. And so have his cronies. How come? Last year, or was it the year before, when these fellas were filmed, Ukrainians, in Switzerland, in Ferraris, buying homes, belonging to him, the Kiev regime. So, where's this money going? Rand Paul, the senator, Republican senator, said 2 years ago, let's put in an auditor. Let's see where this money's going. And Biden went no. Biden said no. So where's the money going? Richard says the picture is fine, but it looks terrible on you know where I'm sitting. And Darryl says, me and my lad got offered a house. Oh, brilliant. That's great. Well done. I hope it's a good one that you like, Darryl. And Lee says, just in work, Frank, will you be on after the game tomorrow? Yeah, I'm doing a pod. doing a pod. Just bought my daughter a car. She came down before. She said, "Dad, I need this." Oh, okay. She's gone home happy, doing cartwheels. And then Norman says, "Hope 2025 is a better year for you and the lad town." Absolutely. For us all, every one of us. And Lee Brady, not seen Joe Murphy on here for a good while now, or Facebook itself. He usually posts up good photos of the city and our team. Yeah, Joseph Murphy, yeah. But mind you, I got hacked and it's gone. All these little lads, you know, who are new and girls just disappeared. And, you know, some people are getting hold of me, but I'm terrified to confirm, you know, when you get a friend request, in case, you know, it's another hacker. Because Tony LFC, I messaged him and he sent me a friend request ages and ages. I said, "Have you sent me a friend request?" He said, "Yeah." I messaged him, you see. He says, "Yeah, it is, mate." And I knew that it was him. And bang, you know. So we're all right. I just will not accept friend requests anymore. And Norman says, "The world now, it's a place where you can spend time in jail for having an opinion, while royalty or celebrity can get away with disgusting acts." That's the problem. That is the problem. Because no matter how you look at what's happening in the world today, it's shocking. I've been watching some news about these. They're not, look, when they say about grooming gangs, they're not grooming. A groomer to me is a person who looks after a horse, or if you bring your dog to one of these things to get your, you know, the fair cut, you know what I mean? They get groomed. These are raping gangs. Raping. They rape kids. As I said, my daughter was down before. I asked about Sophia, my granddaughter. So they said, "Oh, yeah, she's with a friend, you know, in her house. So she's going to pick her up." Point is, you see, you think about your kids and that happening to them, and no inquiry. No inquiry. They put a block on it. Why have they put a block on it? Why? Do you ever remember a few years ago as well when Theresa May was foreign secretary or home secretary? So I think she was home secretary, and she went in to get the files on the paedophiles, and she said she lost them. Remember that? Because there was all these government people. Think about it. Think about it. You've only got to look at Hillsborough. Look at Hillsborough. 97 deaths. Who's gone to jail? And it came out that the police were at fault. Who's gone to jail? Can anyone tell me? And we fought them. We fought them for still are 30 odd years. 1989, 15th of April. Richard says 3.5 billion, that will pay for the winter fuel allowance. And they'll pay 5.22 million kids who are below the poverty line going to school without breakfast, coming home without tea, something to eat. It's shocking. And we're sending that over there to the most corrupt country on the planet. It's a big washing machine. Money is being laundered. Everybody's making money. Everybody. Who's ever fucking heard of Ukraine before all this? Who's ever heard about it? I wanted to do something a few years back, but I had to go to Dublin, Naples, Odessa, and Liverpool, obviously, and end up in Ellis Island, New York. Anyway, it was all a bang, and they turned around. This is we went then to 2015, and they said, you're going to do it? I said, I can't get to Odessa. It's war torn. He said, what do you mean war torn? I said, there's a civil war going on. He said, where? I said, in Ukraine. I said, that's where the Jews came from. Odessa sailed from Russia into, because Ukraine never existed. And this is the fucking big thing. And everybody's going on, the West is going on, Crimea, they walked into Crimea, those dirty Russians. It's shocking what they think about Russia. Russophobe. They're all Russophobes, every one of them. Why do they hate Russia? And you're getting that Zelensky coming out saying, oh, they're going to go forward, they're going to keep going. No, they're fucking not. No, they're not. Let's be honest here, says Norman. The UK government, whoever's in power, has not got the balls to say to the US, no. Yeah, exactly. We're supposed to be a sovereign country. We're not. Look what Trump's come out and said about Greenland. And he actually said it, came out and said it. He said, I want Greenland. And I'll go by force, take it by force. What the fuck's that all about? What's that all about? By force? Now he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico. Do you see the pattern here, by the way? He wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Sounds great. Not about the Mexicans, like. And the Panama Canal. Has anyone told him that the French started the Panama Canal? The French. And because they were dying with malaria and everything else, the Americans went in to finish it off. Has anybody told them that yet? But it belongs to us. It's wrong. He's coming out with all this globalism, which we're trying to stop, by the way. So as he says, the UK government, whoever's in power, hasn't got the balls to say to the US, no way, we go our own way with our own minds always in their pockets. Yeah. But under the thumb, so's all Europe. Look at Germany and the Nord Stream. It's shocking. What are they saying? Because to Zelensky, they give him fucking billions, the EU. Billions. And he stopped the fucking gas going in to Europe. Zelensky. Who the fuck is he? Cowards, a lot of them. I just hope Trump sticks to his words and says, "You carry on. We're pulling out." Do you know that? How many countries is in Ukraine fighting Russia? It's about 39 of them, 39 countries, including us, fighting Russia. Yeah, with guns and things, fucking big missiles and whatever. We're there. Only Americans. And he says, this country has always been stupid with money, makes it out to be skint to us British. But that's precisely what they're doing to Americans as well, the ordinary Americans. There's Biden, only come out and said, we can't help them. The fires, there's no money for them. Yeah, he's sending millions over today. He's sending millions to Ukraine. See, it's money laundering. It goes back to him and the rest of the cronies. It's not really going for anything because they've lost the war anyway. To the contrary of what people read, Zelensky, was it yesterday or today when he said, we're great, we're doing great, and fuck's sake, there's people that stopped at this. I'll David Owens. I'm doing a pod with him. Just let me for fuck's sake. I'll just read this out. And this is David Owens. Before he was assassinated, JFK wanted this organisation banned as terrorist organisation. During the 2024 elections, the Israeli lobby poured at least $45.2 million into the winning candidates for Congress. Well, that's why they got 58 Netanyahu, 58 standing ovations. And have you noticed what the Americans have said today about the ICC? They said, we'll go after you because this is like a kangaroo court. Was it a kangaroo court for Putin when he saved the lives of 200 kids from the Donbass, when he brought them into Russia? And they called it, or they must have got around the table and said, say that he kidnapped them and put them on the wanted list, criminal wanted war crimes list. It doesn't apply to him, does it? But it applies to Americans and their allies. So who's the allies? Netanyahu. I'll just read this. The report states that 349 senators and members of the House of Representatives, or 65% of Congress, received money from the American-Israeli Public Affairs Committee or its affiliated super PACs in both parties. For example, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson received at least $654,000, while the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, the Democrat, received nearly $1,933,000. That's how corrupt it is. Thanks, David. Thank you, David. We're doing a podcast, but it's not going live. We're going to do it, put it out on YouTube. We've got to be careful. Well, you won't be seeing me for a while. 2025 started off like 2020. Did fires crazy, yeah. Lee Brady, be good, get your number, Frank. If it's okay, I'll ask your Francie. Ask her. Just ask her. I don't want to put us up here. Tell you what, Lee, you're on Facebook, aren't you? I'll message you. I'll send you the message. You know, through that messenger thing, I'll give you my number. Let's see if you're on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm sending you it now, okay, Lee? This is my number, mate. See, me thumb is that cold, me hands, you know, when you're pressing these little good numbers, it's not hitting them properly. See. There's my number, Lee. You've got it, mate. There's my number. Ali Danoush. Hello. Hiya, Ali. Our Romanian friend. See, don't forget about regime changes as well by the Americans. And we help them. Regime changes. You've only got to look at Obama. He's said, I don't want to get involved in this war. He's getting no money off us. I'm looking after our own people, Hungarian people. And they're trying to regime change him now. They're doing it with Slovakia. They're doing it with Georgia. They're doing it with Ali Noosa's thing. This fella named Georgescu, he won by 68% of the vote. And they said, TikTok's been infiltrating the TikTok, the Chinese. So their particular election was cancelled. And they're having another one in there. I think it's May the 4th. It's wrong what they're doing. They're cancelling everything. Serbia's under threat again. Croatia's under threat. This is what they're like. These are the Americans. They want to police the world. They want to rule the world. They want Canada as the 51st state. It's a sovereign country. This is what they're like. Watch, made in 1975, this. Watch this film. It's called 3 Days of the Condor. With Robert Redford. I know I've got all this tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, but watch it. Because it applies today. It applies today. Richard says, just resign and get away with it. Yeah. Yeah. Norman, yes, Frank, exactly. Lost files, come on. More like seeing certain names at Benford. No, that's why she went. That's why she went. Are you talking about Theresa May here? And then got them. And it's shocking what's happening. It's shocking. Disgraceful. Mrs. Hawkins, we are one of the richest countries in the world and we cannot feed our children to school. Yes. Yes. What would that 3.5 billion do for these kids below the poverty line? With the lowest paid pensioners in Europe. Lowest. The pensioners who've worked all their lives. I'm telling you now, by the time my granddaughter gets like to a certain age, we won't have an NHS. We'll have to be taken out massive insurance things that cost a lot of money. No matter how long you've worked. Excuse me again. Things come out every time. I get stressed out. Lost my glasses in hospital. Lee Brady, exactly, Frank. I was thinking about Hillsborough before you mentioned it. All them deaths because of someone's decision, fighting for all of them years to find out it was the police fault, which we all knew, yet still get away with it. Nobody paying for what happened. Scum. Yes, they are scum. I never, a woman named Gustafson, when that Bettison applied to be leader, chief constable of Merseyside, you know why he wanted to become chief constable, don't you? And he told lies on his application form. And she had the floating vote, whether to say yay or nay. And she said yay. And he became chief constable to keep me eye on us. What's going on? He said he wasn't at Hillsborough, and he was. Shocking. And that's why anyone concerned with Liverpool who takes a gong, I've got no respect for them, because we fought them, we stopped fighting them, and they wanted to sit at the table with them. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Won't mention them. And Ali, now don't forget, Ali's living in Romania. Romania is a very corrupt country, Frank. Very. After Ceausescu, the dictator, died, other took over in 1990. His name is Ilescu. He is a gypsy guy. He created huge corrupt system, destroying us. It's going on everywhere, though, Ali. It's going on everywhere. It really is. All the borders are shut when, Merkel went, come here, come to it, all these migrants. Yeah, come here, come to Germany. Now they're fucking paying the price. And Austria, again, they've gone like that. Fuck this, we're not accepted anymore. They can fucking go. Deport them. And this fella, forget his name, he was going to become, and they're infiltrating him, the EU. The EU is putting sanctions, the EU, because you're not supporting Zelensky and Ukraine, sanctions. It's fucking shocking what they're doing, the EU. But they're under the thumb of America. And you're getting these little stupid little Baltic states, like Estonia and Lithuania threatening Russia. They having a fucking laugh. And they believe in the rhetoric that's coming out about what Zelensky's saying and what America is saying and what we're saying. Oh, we're winning the war. Jesus Christ. From a failed comedian to a billionaire, multi-billionaire he is. His wife just bought a couple of weeks ago a £4.2 million car. As I just said, he's bought homes, millions, all over the world, this fella. Her husband. I would like that job. I wouldn't. Fucking. It's a dead man walking in my opinion. Richard, it's shocking. Same with the pensioners. Choosing between foods or eating. Do you ever remember Edwina Curry saying to her, and I'm going back to the fucking 80s. 80s. And it's still the fucking same today in the 21st century. When she turned around and said about the pensioners eating their houses. Oh, they can knit gloves and scarves for themselves. How patronising was that? And it's the same. But you get the likes of the Labour government who's supposed to look after us fucking just carrying on with their foreign policies and everything. They call America the free world. What a joke, absolutely. Absolutely. And Ali says Romania in 1986 was the only country in history with no debt. They make it one of the worst now. Imagine in my town before 1990, where around 60 factories and is a small town. Now there are only casinos. Go away. No factories, but casinos. Someone must be making money. Richard says, saying to never thought I would see it in my lifetime. I remember being promised a better life for all. I never seen it. We will never see it. Ali, they manipulate people how they want. No, they don't manipulate. It's powerful people behind the scenes that's manipulating. Then the corruption starts. Now the same thing. There are many televisions created for manipulation. We received 2 million of Ukrainians. Well, there you go. Their kids get €800 per month. Our kids 200. There you go. It's as simple as that. I can go back to, when was it? I can go back to around 95. And I was asked by this lady, she was a principal at this college. She said, "Would you come in?" I said, "What for?" And she said, "You've got a TEFL, haven't you?" I said, "Yeah." A TEFL is teach English as a foreign language. I said, "Yeah, I've got one." She said, "Will you come in 3 days a week?" I said, "I can't do that." I said, "I'm working. I'm lecturing." And she gave me these hours, and she said, "Just come in for those hours." So I said, "Okay, I will. I'll do that for you." So anyway, it goes. I sees this a room full of these people, and I said, "Who can speak English?" One hand went up, and that was a Brazilian girl, believe it or not. I think she just come off Copacabana Beach. She's lovely. And anyways, and she could be. I said, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "You don't need to." Anyway, they were all sitting there. And then when I went in the second, a day or two later, this fella came in and he had gyros. And he said, will you give them out to the... I said, yeah, okay. So we started calling the names, getting the names wrong. But anyway, they got them all. No, it wasn't gyros, I'm sorry. They were vouchers. Do you ever remember QuickSave? QuickSave are not there anymore. Anyway, you give them out. And they all went around to QuickSave, getting food. And they used to be ferried in on a bus, coach. I'll cut this short. Within 3 weeks, about 6 weeks later, in the meantime, they were coming in by taxi. Forget the bus, taxi. Then they weren't food vouchers, then they were gyros. Then they came in 6 weeks later, or what like that. These gyros are for this second used car place for £1,199. £1,999, pound below 2,000 quid. And they were to buy cars out of the certain used car centre. And that's there. That's there. That's in the 90s. The Red Bird. In the Quran, there are loads of verses about killing the infidels and non-believers. They are also taught to lie, taqiyya, if it benefits them. Yeah, because you're not supposed to lie, are you? But there is a certain thing. It's like Catholicism, really. You can do something and go to confession. Like I'm a Catholic, so that's the way it is. You can go to confession and hope that your sins are there, you're okay. And that particular thing, what you've mentioned, Redbeard, that's okay to tell a lie, if you know what I mean. Lee Brady. It's so wrong, Frank. All these taxes we pay to the government or councils, etc. We should have some sort of breakdown of what is spent. Yeah. And we should also have a say of where some of it goes. Yes. Maybe a poll, etc. Then again, even that would be fiddled with. Yeah. Can't win with corruption. Can't win. You can't win. JFK and RFK were both wanting rid of the mafia. Yeah. But it was the CIA who done him. JFK. He was the best president they've ever had. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, best president ever. Because he made peace with Russia. Look, well, the Soviet Union then. Look, America's always hated Russia. Always hated. Remember the G8? Gotta get rid of these. We got rid of them. Then it was the G7. But it's backfired badly on the West, this. Because you've got BRICS now. It's incredible what they're going to do. The only Muslims, I believe, are the ones, the only Muslims, I believe, are the ones that have really turned against their death cult. Still, you have to be careful because they use taqiyya, lying. I've only ever heard that twice before, and just now. That particular thing where they're allowed to lie. And Ali, Americans always destroy everything. Yes. And Richard says to the Red Bears, it's not a book of religion, it's a book of control and hate. The Quran he's talking about. Okay, now. Yeah, you've got it now, Lee. You've got it now, mate. And Norman says, be careful, Lee. Frank gave me his number once and I got through to a dating device. Fuck off. And Richard says, my jogger's lying there snoring and she is louder than the wife. I hope your wife doesn't listen in on that one. You say your next one. Ali says, me as a natural Romanian, when I go into other countries to work, I say I'm from Hungary. Yeah, good. People run when they heard about Romanian. Gypsies who work abroad destroyed our image completely. I remember I went over to France and it was terrible what was going on the trains, and they were Romanian gypsies. They were robbing people, raping people, and throwing them off the train, and everyone was shocking at the time. That was in France. That was in the 80s? Yeah. The Red Bird. Spot on, Richard. The stupid sheeple believe it's a religion of peace without reading anything about what's in their book. IBR. Even Franco and fellow Carlyleans. Caravashila. I think I tried to perfect his name. Caravashila. Caravashila. Even in IBR. Richard, bless her. Woof woof. And Richard says, great movie, Frank, and very true. Is that 3 Days of the Condor? Cracker. Applies today. 1975, that goes by. If you think The Simpsons is predictable, have a look at that one. He's great, that Redford, though. Anything he made, it was great. Edward says, hey, Edward, Trump saying all hell will break out if the hostages are not released by the 20th. Oh, fucking dead then, I think. The Red Bird, they've been trying to privatise the NHS for decades. This may sound hypocritical here, but honestly, I'm not. I prefer Trump than any of the past presidents. And I'm going back to JFK, from him onwards. Right through, they're all phony, every one of them. Every one of them. And he was the true president. He was a great man. Anyway, when you look at what's going on with our NHS, Trump, when he came into power, and he said, I'm going to clear the swamp. I'm going back to his first inauguration, first POTUS. And I was made up, and I said, oh, yeah. And when he, when he left office, he said, I couldn't clear the swamp, I never had the time. He said, but I will do next time if I'm voted in. And now he's got me fucking behind him today. But whether he just goes like that, is, tagging them along and then just goes, this is what I'm doing. I'm the president. But he'll have a hard time. Don't forget, the assassination attempts. Think about that. Ali says, our Romanian actor Sebastian Stan won a Golden Globe a few days ago. He is a real Romanian guy. Sebastian Stan. Love that name, you know, Sebastian. I think if I was about a son, I would have called him Franco. He was going to thought I was going to say Sebastian. I never Sebastian. Not you. Hello, the Frank. How are you? Oh, all right, Sab. No, it's Sebastian. Okay, then, Sebastian. Big up to Sebastian Stan, says the Redbird. Richard Hawkins. Frank, I have my state pension and a small private pension. 180 a month. And the tax sent me an email today saying because of the 4% pension increase in April, I have to pay 50. See what I mean about who's top? I forget who's top. I think it's Luxembourg, and they nearly get £4,000 a month. The pensions, Luxembourg. Think about that. That's shocking. That's shocking. That Richard. It really is. And Ali says, we all need to start talking the truth and don't be afraid to say it. I fight with all my friends and everybody because I start talking the truth. This is the way it is. Look, we get lambasted simply because you get people in this country who listen to the BBC, ITV, Sky, and they're all saying different things. But it's all off the same hymn sheet. It's all off the same script that's sent over from America. You've got to say this. And I was made up with Elon Musk. I'm being honest, because all that raping thing going on, that was being slowly brushed under the carpet. Slowly saying, I'll forget it in a few weeks' time. Until he come out and went like that. They're a disgrace then. What's happened? Now, as I mentioned about regime change in countries, this is what the Americans do. And what did they say? What do they want now? They want regime change in this country. I don't like Stalin on one iota. And yet, America want a regime change. They want to get rid of Stalin. Do you think that's wrong? Do you think that's wrong? That's fucking hell. You can't make these things up. Ali says, just stop being politically correct. We need to be how we feel to be. Doesn't matter who likes or not. I don't care. Got to be careful what we say. And Orban is the only decent leader in the EU. Yeah, but so is Fico. Fico, Slovakia. And that Georgian fella now, you know, he's leader. He's leader of the Georgia, because he turned around, he said, what the fuck's going on? We don't want to be giving money to Ukraine. Let's look after ourselves. And because he said that, America wanted to, they tried to keep that woman in, Vasily or whatever her name is. But you see where she got a job? In America. That's where he ends up. He always ends up with big jobs. Yeah, Nick gloves and scarves. That's what she said. That's what she said, Richard. It's the same in Africa, Frank. You see them using these video clips of starving kids dying and using genuine love of how people feel against them, getting people to feel sorry and send money, making millions just to go to their government pockets. Yes. And the same videos are still played 20 years later using kids' debts to rake it in, driving around in Ferraris, more skull. Yes. That's why I don't like that, what's his name? Geldof and Bono, those phonies. I always remember him, and it was a little documentary about him, all before Band Aid, by the way. And he was in this big Jeep Land Rover, and he was driving down bumpy roads, and it was on him. And he said, "Yeah," he said, "I've got it's hard times now for me," and going down, and he drives into this beautiful home, not like an old home, like a farmhouse, beautiful it was. And the camera then goes into his recording studio. And he's saying he was fucking scared. And look what he's got now. Bob. Phony. Fucking Bono. Phony. Phonies. Band-Aid. Fucking hell. Lee Brady. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like the likes of these cancer research people I've seen videos of, they're directors in sports cars. I bet they have found cures for it, but will never release it because the charity is bringing in millions and millions of money obsessed people, money obsessed people in this generation. Everyone's. When I gave talks, I used to give. I used to just take a little bit out, not all the time. I'm being honest, but I did give something to Zoe's place and Alder. I did that to the whatever. I always did that. Did that all the time. The last time I researched, the illegals got $7,000 towards a car, so it could be more now. They get free driving lessons. It's well, I go back to the 90s, as I said, it was £1 below $2,000. So with inflation and everything else in the time, yeah. So that's about right. You would get that. It's shocking what's going on. Yeah, 3 days of the Condor season. It's a great film. Frank, where is your Frank Carlyle show mug? I want one of them. I'll go and get it. Show you. If I can show it on there because it's so fucking fun. See, look, I disappeared. Look. Oh, be a chef. you mean one of these? Oh, see? One of them. Frank Carlyle's FC. Liverpool. See the red and the green? That's the same green, you know, as one of the away kits. It's good, isn't it? That was Jason's design. The mug. Well, that's Jason anyway. Well, that's Jason's shoot. Putting this around me. I'm fucking freezing here. Jesus. Cold out there. Baltic. The red bears. Frank's wearing it. Mug. Is that the mug? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks. You're very quick, aren't you? You red bears. Look, he's laughing at him as well. Yusuf says, yeah, but Luxembourg's population is smaller than the city of Liverpool. Oh, but it makes no sense. Well, all right, what about the other countries that are over $3,000 a month? Much larger than that. I understand what you're saying, Yusuf. I had a list and I couldn't believe it. Do you ever remember a few years ago when that horrible EU and the WEF or MFI was it, said to Greece, you got to pay up the loan we gave you. And the country nearly went bankrupt. And I always remember this reporter talking to this finance minister. And he said, as it affected the pensioners. And he said, oh no, we pay our pensioners. And they're on well more than our pensioners. That was then. The Germans are on well more. You know, about nearly $3,000, I think. The Germans. They've got a bigger population than us. Edward. Norman. Frank needs to sell some of the merch. I told that. I only showed it, I just said, you know, this is what Jason made. I don't know whether he made it or what. Crack at that, isn't it? Cost me to do this, you know. It cost me. It'll owe me. It'll owe me from Pasadena. As with Britain is the 52nd state. Yeah. Canada's got to be the 51st. They want to control, I think Europe is a state as well, to be honest, the whole of Europe. With the exception of a rare couple. Ali Danus. Whatever Ukraine gave to Romania, nothing. Gave nothing to us. They stole an island from us. Oh, yeah. It wasn't Snake Islands, was it? Was that Snake Island? This is what they did. Ali, Frank Diallo, man. I'm like Diallo, aren't I? And Richard says, yet they get 2,000 here, but if you are from here and out of work, electrician or a workman who needs a car, you get nothing. Fucking hell. Wow. They're the migrants, aren't they? Yusuf, wasn't it Goldman Sachs who almost bankrupt? Yeah. Get in there, Yusuf, you're right. Brilliant. Was, get in there, look that. Frank, you need to make a merch, a t-shirt with Capo di tutti capi. Yeah. Boss of all bosses. In Italian. Yeah, Frank, Snake Island, yeah. The Russians took that off the boat, didn't they, straight away? And the black and white boy. These up, can build Clopper statue. Black and white boy. Callum, the copite. Frank just joined. Did you mention James Woods yet? Yes. I think I know the tweet you were on about. Yeah, horrible, isn't he? Kill them all. Hashtag kill them all. Kill them all, he said. James Woods. And that woman, white woman, by the way, you know, she wasn't a Muslim or anything. She just went like that, a little list. But other their tweets were going on as well, you know, not just this woman. And she bink, 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 all what he said. Fucking horrible what he said, you know. Thanks, Black and White Boy, for backing me up. And I was looking for it today, you know, and I've got loads of stuff. I was looking for it for about 2 hours, 3 hours. I couldn't find it. Because I said to myself, I'll take a screenshot of that and show it on there. Yes, the migrant, says Richard. Yeah, $2,000. That's shocking, that. Gambino, the Gambino family. The Gambino. Famiglia. Ali Davis. El Franchino. And Edward says, about you, Frank, James Woods, yeah. Once you start putting hashtags, you mean it. Hashtag kill them all. He's talking about human lives. I've seen footage which doesn't go on YouTube. That's shocking. Those kids, women. Two of the most unforgettable. One was just a photograph. Well, it wasn't a photograph. It was a woman just lying in the rubble with a child wrapped around the show. You know, she's had a child in the show, and she was killed, and the child, and they just fell into this like rubble, you know, the street. She's lying there, dead. Fucking broke me. Then you see this child, and she must have been naked, and someone must have put a little, you know, one of those. My granddaughter, Sophia, had one when that Frozen first came out. Little princess dress, and it was like dirty. This child, she was dirty and beruffled hair, but very pretty. And she was just wandering aimlessly off the street, Rubble Street. And she was just looking. Obviously, her parents had been killed. Or whatever, lost, I don't know. And I was watching the George Galloway show. And I said, I just put a comment up. You know the way you comment? Live stream. And I said, has anybody heard of the Little Princess? And he read it out. And he said, most probably, Frank, she's dead. And I got this lad, TW, nice fella. And he's good at, you know, researching and that. And I said, so would you do me a favour, try and find out about this little princess. She was known as the princess. And about 2 months later, he said, I think she's gone. think she's dead. Because I can't find her. I've searched everything. And as Edward said, about you, Frank, James Woods, and the black and white boy said, talking to Edward, talking about the Palestinians, he was James Woods. Norman. I did not know that about James Woods. How cold and cruel is that? It's horrible. And I liked him as an actor, as I said. I thought he was in a smashing film with, what's his name? Michael J. Fox. Where Michael J. Fox is a little Hollywood star and he's playing a detective and he goes to New York to get into the swing of things and he goes to this precinct and James Woods, the detective. And this chief says, bring him around, you know. And it was a very funny film. And that's what he said. Hashtag kill them all. No respect for human life. Says no. And Richard says, here is a thing. Here's the thing. No matter where you are from or your background, we have one thing in common. We are all human beings. Yeah, but there are people who don't give a toss about any humankind. Freezing, you know. Freezing. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. You look at, remember as I was growing up, when I was growing up, I was looking at, like, you know, always on the news, South Africa. And apartheid. I was shocking. Separating people. Then years on, you get Israel, and they built a fucking big wall. Remember one wall, Berlin Wall? Everyone was going, oh, this is terrible. They're splitting up people. Look at this, dividing the country, blah, 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 giving it all this. The wall came down and they fucking built one. No one said a bit. No one said a bit. And the Gaza was like a prison camp, an open-air prison camp. The Israelis held the water and the electricity, and they used to turn it on for 3 hours a day. The electricity and the water, 3 hours, then turned it off. You couldn't make these things up. You know, if you did a film. It's a film about shock. People disappoint you. You can watch and admire people's talents, like James Woods, and they say things like that. Disgusting. Ali, on paper, we are human, Richard, but not in reality. Animals are better than this. And the black and white boy, 100% Richard Hawkins and Norman. And Richard says, exactly, and those are the people running and ruining the world. Look, I've said this, and I think you know, people who listened to me that night, I said, Joe Biden is a very old man. He's lost it. Compos mentis. He's lost it. He's not compos mentis. And I said, he must be thinking. And the likes of that Mitch McConnell, these are all old men. All old. You know, they're touching the 90s. They're in the 80s, touching the 90s. And they know that they haven't got long to go. And I really believe that they want Armageddon because they keep escalating all the time, escalating. And they really believe that Russia, they just think Russia will just send all these nukes over into Europe. We'll be all right. You know, like the ordinary Americans during Vietnam. Like they never felt any impact. They're thousands of miles away. They didn't even know where fucking Vietnam was. And that's the way they think today. But little do they know that in 1848, Russia sold Alaska to them. And they're right on the fucking border with loads of missiles to pounce on America. They think that they're safe, they're not. So how's the world getting ruined? It's getting ruined by what you call new conservatives, neocons. Norman says exactly, Richard, no matter who or what we are or become, we should never look down at people. I've come across some very talented people in life, yet for one reason or another, they have not got on. Richard says, talking to Ali, if the animal kingdom ruled the world, it would be a better place, my friend. To do anything with it, says Norman, homeless or drink problems, or maybe heartache, has stopped them. So never judge by looking at something. Brilliant. Brilliant, though. Never judge. The only time you judge people is if they do something. If they do something. I'm harsh that way, to be honest. I am. I'm very harsh that way. A friend of mine who hadn't heard for years phoned me up the day before yesterday and said, yesterday. He said, hey, listen, Frank, he said, I've got some photos here. I said, oh, yeah, you know, chatting to him. And I said, oh, great, you know, yeah, how are you? Oh, I'm all right. And then he said, I'll come down, I'll get these photos, and get an hour off work. I said, no. He said, I'm off tomorrow. I said, well, come down tomorrow, don't come down today. Guess what? I hate things like that. I fucking hate things like that. No promises. And he didn't show. And our Francine was coming down. And she said, I'm on my way, Dad. I said, okay, because very important, Francine came to me just before I went on here. And he phoned me. He said, listen, Frank, I said, fuck off, that's it, to that, bang, don't ever phone me again. But that's what I'm like. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, and whatever, but that's what I'm like. And Ali says, Frank, open the member. What's that? What do you mean, open the member? I don't know what you mean, Ali Danush. And Richard says, talking to Norm, I love the way him and Redbeard and no. I'm sure he's a transvestite, you know. I don't like this fucking woke, you know. History is changing. And he's talking to Norman. A charity brought tents and portaloos for the homeless over Christmas. Belfast City Council had them removed because they thought it spoiled the look of the city. That's it, you know, clear. No fucking hell. But that's the way it is. Do you ever remember when, was it the, I don't know what it was. Was it the wedding of that, what's his fucking name, William? And they got rid of all the homeless, or was it the coronation? I don't know. I don't watch anything like that, you say. And yet I brought Prince Charles around St. George's Hall here in Liverpool in 2007. Oh, yes, it's quite remarkable this particular building. My great-great-grandma loved this. She loved this. That's what he was saying. I said, oh, go ahead. Yeah. Did you know where, like? He said, no, Victoria. And I went, I know, I'm only joking. That's true, by the way. Do you want a cup of tea? What's your cup of tea? The situation is moving terribly. They're going to go and have a cup of tea willingly. I said, well, I'm going anyway. I'll see you again, said I. And the day I went. Not to it, though. Ali says, in the last 15 years, I worked with people, most of them gypsies, maybe it's just me, but people change a lot. It's the usual saying, isn't it? You know, like, I just look at me, right, and I say, I think I'm a decent fella, I'm being honest. I like helping people. I really do. I like helping people. And, but like I said about that, you know, if you let me down, especially coming up to visit me, I just fuck, that's it. I don't know what it is with me. And I just cut everything off. That's it. Finished. So a leopard never changes spots. That's the old saying. I'm a leopard. And Myra, the lovely Myra, you can have all the wealth in the world, but when you die, then you cannot take it with you. John Lennon said it, didn't he? And Imagine. Sang it. The wife said, oh boy, when you're dead, you take nothing with you but your soul. Think. Remember that line? Or two lines. You can take nothing with you but your soul. Think. And Richard says, Myra, 100% Myra, we will be dust someday. The black and white boy. Black and white, I love it. Every homeless, prostitute, drug user has their own story, how they got to that point. I wonder if this is David. Yeah, I wanted to watch, David, if you're listening in, I wanted to watch Joey Barton. and I couldn't get it up again. I'll watch that. I'll watch that. Thanks for sending that link. Thank you. I'll let you know when we're doing this pod. I'll have to be better fucking picture than this. See? I'm just, I wonder if this is ridiculous, you know. No. It's really getting on my nerves. I'm seeing myself there, and I look sad. I hope it's just this. But you're right there, black and white boy. Everyone's got a story, and I mean everybody. And there's always two sides to a story. People take the story from one, and they never get to the other side of the story. And they just believe that one that's telling the story. Unfortunately, I'm rather blessed. YouTube member channel. No, I don't want to accept it. I don't take money off anybody. But I understand what you're saying. And I don't agree with channels that ask for money. I really don't. I think it's wrong. You know, I try to comment on every comment that's coming in. Read them out because they're important. And on others, whether we're looking at football like this or history or whatever, you know, I read them out. But at the football channels, you don't get a look in with comments. You just see it going up like this, like here, going up. Don't get read out. The Anfield Row. Even in Frankie and chat, because all those things I'm an alcohol. You missed the red bed. Must have gone back to bed. Spot on, Myra. We come into the world with nothing and we go out with nothing. Yes. I'll let them know. You know, and we go, hey, Myra Page, hello, Norman, hello. Norman now. You know, we go. You make these things up. Hope you've been well, Myra Page. What has Papa Frankie been discussing tonight? Says the Anfield Row. And Norman says, hey, Richards, I remember Elton John bragging about spending £50,000. Yeah, do you remember that? For his party, discussing when he could give to, yeah. Yep. My ex said to me once, you've got no value of money, have you? I said, no. And I didn't, because I'll tell you for why. I was in Turkey once. I wanted to see Ephesus. You know, this big Roman town in Turkey. I don't like Turkey, being honest. I don't like the leader, Erdogan. And anyway, that's by the by. So I'm in. So anyway, it was frozen. And waiting to get on this coach to take us down to Ephesus. And I said, shall I get some water? She said, yeah, okay. So I went in and said, So we get a big bottle each. She went, okay. And she had the bag, you see, it was going to carry. But anyway, I know it sounds terrible, but so I went like that. I said, 2 bottles of water. And they were only about, not even €1 each. And I just gave this note. I said, yeah. I said, keep the change. And she went, what? She grabbed it back. I gave them the equivalent of 50 quid. I said, keep the change. He went, I didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? What did they wear? Leader, weren't they? Egyptian leader. And Richard says, Frank Carlyle, how can you be decent? How can you be? You support Liverpool? I'm going to get the outfit drawn onto you. When you be as you support Liverpool, I'm feeling raw help. Black and white boy help. Red bears help. Black and white boy, admire. True, but the government will try to take it off you before you die. They do. They do, don't they? Don't. That's a famous Liverpool saying, is it, boys? They do, don't they? Don't. And Myra says to the Anfield, discussing many topics. Had the red bears. Big up raw, mate. Pints and everything. Sandwiches and cakes and love it. And Myra says, black and white boy, yeah, it's called taxing you to death by the government. We always get taxed. Even going back to the Romans, they were always taxed as well. There was a very famous Roman, I forget his name now, it's that long, and he was taxed. And he said, I thought we were all right. It's true, this. He said, I thought we were all right. It's documented. He said, I thought we were all paying fucking taxes. What for? He says, I'm over here. And he was in Britain at the time, Roman Britain. He said, I'm getting taxed on this. And he said, well, it's going to your family. He said, I don't want it to go to my family. I want it to go to me. He said, about his taxes. Norman, hey Frank, every time your phone beeps, I keep hoping it's Daryl confirming we have got or whatever he's called. Kravitzikia, that's it. Kravitzikia. Richard says, the picture is fine, but it doesn't look fine on me, you know. Ali, I know Frank, but is for support. Thank you, Ali. I really, honestly, thank you. You see, it's like everything. It's like everything. I'm going to give these away. Right, these are just sure. I've got them somewhere. And it's not for Richard Hawkins, I'm afraid. I hope you can see it. No, you can't. It's impossible. No. Let's see if you can see them like that. No. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. It's shocking. That's what I mean about this fucking picture. Let's see this one. It's Ian St. John's tribute night. Right, I organised that a few years ago. St. John's, see that? Ian St. John's tribute night. Frank Carlyle's Scouts tribute night, and I've got his autograph on one of them, and I'm just going to give that away. And also, let's hope I can get this, please. Yeah, look at that. And it's another tribute night, but it's for, oh, come on. Well, it's for Tommy Lawrence, yeah. The name's up there, by the way. Yeah, look. Tommy Lawrence and Tommy Smith, number 4 there. You see that? See? You see that? And I've got that for, whoever wants them. Both Tommies and both Tommies, that is. Tommy Lawrence and Tommy Smith. Their autographs are there, the Saints. So you can have that. Thank you, Ali. I really appreciate what you were saying there. This is Hawkins. First warning, Frank. First, because I mentioned Liverpool. They're 50 quid. You need to take my missus shopping, Frank. I've got to go shopping tomorrow after the game. Francine's taking me. You don't want to know what I spent tonight. Oh, Francine. And Norman says, when I was in Istanbul in 2005, I was there the day before the game. I was shocked at the way some families were living. You see it on TV, yes, but nothing can prepare you for seeing it for real. Yeah, when I went to Ephesus, I was walking past this big building. I loved it, because Roman. And all of a sudden, when we were coming back, there was loads of families living in this fucking building. Families. It was a ruin. It was a Roman ruin. Beautiful place, though. If you ever go to Turkey, go to like the Kushadasi and go and see Ephesus. The Red Bird. Frank, I ignore swearing on our chats. That is Richard. Ken John's dog died. Did he? No, don't he? Whenever I swear at the match or in the house, I just say, it's not me, it's A1. AI. It's terrible. But, when we're talking, this deep thing, and you're talking about rape gangs and what America is doing, and Frank says this, I love Turkey because of the people. Also, there are sites near the Ephesus that suggest we had a very advanced civilization before the flood. In St. John, I used to watch Saints and Greasy every Saturday, says Richard. We all did. Funny how game site. The North Red. Met the Saints, absolute, yeah. And the North Red. St. Greavesy was the highlight of my Saturday morning. That and Swap Shop. Oh, behave yourself. Old Edmonds. Swap Shop. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Saints, seeing that you're the first one, tell me where you live, Northred. If you live in Liverpool, you can come and take the Saint's autograph. And Richard says, she's your daughter, Frank. If you can't spend it on her, who can you spend it on? So I can't drive anymore, you see. Unfortunately, my license was revoked because of what happened to me. Broken neck, that is. Belfast, Frank. God, I really hope someone lives in Liverpool for this. I had it going last night, didn't I? Perpetual motion. I hope someone. I'm not going to fucking post it. There's little Becky. I see little Becky. And hope you live in Liverpool, whoever wins them. No, that King is up there. John Henry met the Saints. He didn't know. Yeah. He never. I told him about him. I said, over there stands a legend. He's known in Borneo. I said, I just fucking made that up. And the Saint thought I was calling him over. And he came over. And he went, and who are you? I said, I've just told you who he was. A legend. Saint loved me, you know. Must admit. Oh, the Redbird. Got to go, Frank. I've got an early meeting with MI6. I'll see, like and subscribe, Reds. This has been another banger. 100% night. Frank, night chat. Catch you all next time. Yeah. I'm on tomorrow after the game, but you'll be at the game most probably, so I'll be doing it. And there's a lovely Becca. I'll have you on when is it? I'll have you on a week Monday or 2 weeks. I promise you that. If Jason was listening in tonight, he won't be listening in. We'll get all the details and I'll have you on the Monday night show. Okay, promise either a week Monday or 2 weeks Monday. Promise you that. And Norman says, Mike Redbird. Are you Becky? My daughter. Yeah. My buddy. Are you dad? And then, no, nice RB from Ireland. Yes, Ireland. Used to give a good lecture about Ireland from 1566 onwards. I've got 2 daughters, says Black and White Boy. Just declare me bankrupt. This Christmas cost me a fortune. I've got a granddaughter now. So when my grandson's there, you just go, yeah, look. I've got 2 daughters, just declare me bankrupt. So he's the Black and White Boy. And Norman says, that annoyed me when Biden's saying he would not pardon his son and then does. He would. They're all corrupt. Every one of them. Tell you what I'll do with you. Tell you what I'll do with you, Norman. I'll try and do it next week. Seeing Becca's music. Oh, cool. I'd love to do Monday. However, I have a karate on an evening and college during the day. It's not I can do that. Sorry, quick. She's talking to me or the dad. How are you doing? Safe, Becky. Yeah, you can do it, Becca, when you come back in, yeah. I start at 8, you see, finish at 10. Right, so Richard, I think we're all finishing now anyway. Okay, guys, I'm going to bed as well. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Frank. See you in the morning for movies. Yes, 10 o'clock. 10 ore domani. 10 ore domani. And the black and white says, all leaders are just actors for the hidden hand. Brill, Frank. No problem. So listen, boys, I'm on in the morning, I'm on in the afternoon, post-match, so I might be able to see you then. Either or both. Is that okay? Myra Page, thank you. Thank you for joining us. She's lovely, Myra. Really is a lovely lady, all the way from South Africa. We've had Romania, we've had Ireland, everybody. She could come on after 9 if that would be, of course, yeah. See, I always have a break, don't I? Show a little bit of history and that. Normally I'll just do history after, but yeah, no problem. She can come on then. So it'll be a week Monday or 2 weeks Monday. I'll get hold of the other fella, get the details and that. Jason, that is. I see. Yeah, could do. That would be great. I thought it would be earlier. See, it doesn't even tell. Hasn't a clue at what time we go out. And the dad hasn't said anything. Just thought I would mention. Yeah. Yeah, I love you, Ron. No problem. The black and white boy. I have a couple of movies for tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone. Great. Great, I have some as well. Yes, I have some. Ladies and gents, it's for me to say, mille grazie. Mille grazie. And I'll see you all tomorrow, or Monday, or Tuesday. See, we'll be doing on Tuesday. We'll be doing a post-match, not a thing because Liverpool are playing. And I'm recording that thing next Wednesday to go out on YouTube, and you'll be able to comment, but I won't be going live. The way you can comment on some things. Me and David Owens. That'll be our day, by the way. He'll be talking about China. It's good. I'll be talking about North Korea, Ukraine. Has anybody seen any North Koreans in Kursk? What the fucking Timmy? What's his name? Zelensky said. Someone said to him, we haven't seen any North Koreans. They burn their faces. We've got them, but they burn their faces. You never known such a thing. People are so gullible. I need to get educated on the Frank Carlyle schedule, says Becca Muse. Ask your dad. No, knife Frank and chat. Yes. Copite, the greatest copite in the world. Callum. I'm back, Frank, from my icing skate session. Dangerous out there. Oh, my little granddaughter's never been on ice before. Fractured her wrist. She's all right now, like, but she's got to keep a little thing going. I wish I can have a shit gailing at Frank. It's fucking number 6, we won as well. Love him though. But, Tony. Great show, Frank. Thanks, Tony, mate. Thank you. Love to Jeanette as well, okay. And that's for me. That's it now. Thanks, Tony. Made up that you've got hold of me, and I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Mille grazie. Yeah, no, when he's playing on the wing tomorrow. I love you, honest to God, lads, lads and girls. Thank you. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Ci vediamo. A domani. Ciao. Ciao, Bella.